What does it truly mean to recognize a bad wife? Is it just about behavior or deeper values and mindset? In relationships, especially marriage, it's critical to understand the qualities that foster harmony versus those that lead to conflict and dissatisfaction. Drawing inspiration from Napoleon Hill, one of the most influential personal success philosophers, this video reveals 2 core ways to identify a bad wife and the life lessons embedded in this understanding. Napoleon Hill famously taught that success, happiness, and peace come from clarity of purpose, strong character, and positive habits. His quotes and principles offer timeless wisdom that can be applied not only to business and personal achievement, but also to relationships. Marriage is a partnership that requires effort, mutual respect, and shared values. But sometimes, what begins as love and promise can become a struggle due to mismatched expectations, attitudes, or behaviors. Recognizing early signs of incompatibility or harmful patterns can save a person from years of unhappiness. The label "bad wife" is often controversial because it generalizes and judges harshly. However, when understood with nuance, it refers to behaviors and mindsets that undermine a healthy, loving partnership. This article will explore 2 key ways to identify these destructive qualities, framed through the lens of Napoleon Hill's teachings on character and success. Before we start, I'd appreciate it if you could like this video. Your support helps me continue sharing helpful insights. If you haven't already subscribed, I recommend you do so, and turn on notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you find this video helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know. If not, leave number 0 and let me know what you'd like me to improve. Now, let's get started. 1. Lack of support for her husband's growth and success. One of the most essential aspects of a strong marriage is mutual support. Napoleon Hill repeatedly emphasized that success is a collective effort. In his classic work, Think and Grow Rich, he explains how a mastermind alliance, a partnership of minds working harmoniously, is critical to overcoming obstacles and achieving goals. When a wife undermines or does not support her husband's ambitions, goals, or personal growth, it signals a fundamental incompatibility. This lack of support often manifests as criticism, jealousy, passive resistance, or indifference. A bad wife, in this context, is one who actively or passively discourages her husband from becoming his best self. How lack of support shows up: criticism over encouragement. Instead of encouraging her husband's dreams or projects, she constantly points out flaws or doubts the possibility of success. Jealousy of accomplishment. She may feel threatened by her husband's achievements or time spent on personal growth. Indifference to challenges. When the husband faces difficulties rather than offering help, she withdraws or blames him for the situation. Sabotaging goals. Sometimes the lack of support is deliberate, such as discouraging career moves or undermining confidence through words or actions. Why this is destructive. Napoleon Hill believed that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But belief requires reinforcement from close allies, especially a spouse. A partner who fails to provide this reinforcement limits not only the husband's growth, but the entire marriage's potential. This dynamic breeds resentment and frustration, which slowly erodes intimacy and trust. Over time, the husband might withdraw emotionally or seek fulfillment outside the marriage, leading to breakdown. Life lesson: support and growth go hand in hand. Hill taught that personal success is not just about individual effort, but about surrounding oneself with positive influences. A healthy wife actively participates in her husband's journey, offering encouragement, celebrating small wins, and providing comfort during setbacks. A wise life lesson here is to prioritize partnerships where growth is nurtured mutually. A wife who resents or neglects this is a significant red flag. 2. Manipulation and dishonesty. Napoleon Hill emphasized integrity as a cornerstone of success and happiness. Without trust, no partnership can thrive. Unfortunately, some spouses exhibit manipulative behaviors that damage trust and create toxic environments. A bad wife often uses manipulation as a tool to control, gain advantage, or mask insecurities. Dishonesty, in words, intentions, or actions, undermines the very foundation of marriage. Common forms of manipulation and dishonesty. Emotional manipulation, using guilt, silent treatment, or exaggeration to control the husband's actions or emotions. Deception, hiding facts, lying about finances, social interactions, or feelings. Playing victim, consistently positioning herself as the aggrieved party to deflect responsibility and guilt. Sabotage, deliberately creating confusion or conflict to distract or undermine. How this harms the relationship. Manipulation creates an atmosphere of suspicion and insecurity. The husband can never be sure if his wife's words or actions are genuine. This mistrust fractures communication and intimacy. Dishonesty can extend beyond emotional damage. Financial lies or infidelity cause deep, often irreparable wounds. Napoleon Hill stated, "The starting point of all achievement is desire. However, desire that is clouded by deceit leads to chaos, not fulfillment." Hill's writings underscore the absolute necessity of honesty and integrity for a successful life and relationship. A partner who manipulates or lies breaks this sacred trust. A crucial life lesson is that integrity and transparency are foundational qualities to look for in any spouse. Without them, no amount of love can sustain a healthy marriage. Napoleon Hill quotes applied to relationship wisdom. To enrich our understanding, here are some Napoleon Hill quotes directly related to these two ways of identifying a bad wife and improving life lessons in marriage. It is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping others to succeed. This highlights how a spouse should foster the other's growth, not obstruct it. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. A spouse's belief and encouragement are vital to actualizing dreams. The starting point of all achievement is desire. When desire is met with manipulation or sabotage, achievement stalls. Character is the foundation of all worthwhile success. Trust and honesty in marriage reflect deep character. Every adversity, every failure, every heartbreak carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Mistakes and conflicts can be opportunities for growth if handled with integrity. While the term bad wife can feel harsh or simplistic, these two markers, lack of support for growth and manipulative dishonesty, provide a focused lens to evaluate relationship health. Often, people get trapped in cycles of blame, missing the core behaviors that can be changed or avoided. Recognizing these signs early can empower individuals to seek healthier partnerships or work intentionally on building better dynamics. Practical tips to apply this wisdom for husbands. Communicate openly. Express your goals and feelings clearly. Observe how your wife reacts to your ambitions. Set boundaries. Avoid enabling manipulation by setting clear limits on acceptable behavior. Seek support. Outside, cultivate friendships or mentors that reinforce your growth if spousal support is lacking. Reflect on integrity. Notice inconsistencies in words and actions and address them calmly. For wives, be a partner in growth. Celebrate your husband's successes and share in his challenges. Practice honesty. Build trust through transparency in all matters. Avoid manipulation. Communicate needs directly instead of controlling through indirect tactics. Self-reflect. Examine if any behaviors stem from insecurity or fear and seek to improve. Napoleon Hill's philosophy on success applies perfectly to marriage. 2 key signs that reveal a bad wife are a failure to support her husband's growth and engagement in manipulation and dishonesty. Recognizing these can save years of heartbreak and enable better decisions. Life lessons drawn from Hill's work urge us to seek partners of strong character, integrity, and positivity. Those who inspire growth rather than impede it. Marriage is not about perfection, but about shared purpose, trust, and continual upliftment. By applying these principles, individuals can create a fulfilling, resilient relationship that propels both partners to achieve their highest potential together.